So tell me, is you ready, baby? Tell me, is you ready, baby?
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Be Like D channel. It's your girl D coming back with another review of Real Housewives of Atlanta season 15 episode 4. This episode was alright, okay, I guess we'll see. Okay, let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so the episode opens up with Kenya and she's practicing for her Magic City Classic thing she doing at the HBCU. But she gonna be doing her she said, oh, it's a fly in here. She was gonna be doing her Kenya Moore hair care. She said everybody loved it so much everywhere she go. So she had to she teamed up with that school to do that, and then she gonna dance with the majorettes and all that stuff. So her and Mayetta practicing. She gotta do her moves and stuff, you know. She was like, oh, okay, Mayetta. She said she done work with Prince and other artists, Genuine, and she done. I said, okay, danced on the stage with Prince. Okay, girl. Okay, so Kenya's talking about how she dating that dude Roy. I guess Mayetta called. I didn't know. Did Mayetta answer her phone? But anyway, so the Roy dude was on the phone. They over there flirting and stuff, and then Kenya in her confessional was saying the producer asked her when did her and him become more than friends, and she was like when the Yelp reviews came back, and he was a 9.6. I was like, damn, Kenya, you funny in these confessionals. She was eating the confessionals up in this little short period of time, okay? Even though I ain't like that one blonde wig, I was like, what's going on here, okay? But anyway, she said the Yelp reviews was a 9.6. And he's really good in bed. It's like, okay, King, do I believe? Okay, I believe. Okay, I believe. Cause are you pulling a charade? But anyway, so then she's telling Mayetta that she not telling the girls about the whole performance part. She just told them about she gonna be there. I guess like cheering. She said she gonna be a part of the homecoming things, but everybody don't know what she fully doing. So she said in another confessional, in another outfit, that she gagged the girls before with her marching band, with her Kenya Moore hair care. So why won't she gag them again when she come out with another drum line? And I'm like, okay, that's cute. That is cute. That is gonna shock everybody because everybody think you just doing a little yin yang. So okay, it's gonna be cute. And she did this Kenya Moore hair care a lot of times in this scene, and I'm like, nah, it's in my head. So you're doing good, girl. She did say she needed a viral moment to make her line, get out there. The way you keep repeating it, everybody gonna be saying it again. Kenya Moore hair care. Okay, so now we're over to Sanya, and Sanya got all this damn family drama. I don't know, she might be the most interesting a little bit on this show, even though she still kind of want to fast forward through her scenes. But anyway, so she and her mama and her sister sitting down talking about all the stuff she got on her schedule. She pulling out her boss moves, how she got this done. She booked them busy, okay? Then she called her brother-in-law, that's her assistant, and asking him if he getting his returns done. I was like, oh, she got this man out doing returns. Oh goodness. So then she just spring it on them that Ross want them out the house. I said, this is why Sanya might be interested with her family, because this whole dynamic is a hot mess. And the fact that she don't know how to handle things, because how you just blurt that out of nowhere, and then it became super awkward, and then the sister was like, oh, like, oh. And then the mama tried to say she not gonna take it personal, but the sister are like, it's hard not to, and all this stuff. Let me help and get up out of here, kind of thing. And they was like, well, I thought it was supposed to be a year or two, but then to me, the sister act like she really wanted to get out from the first episode when they introduced all this family drama. So now you got a problem with them saying they want you out. They didn't say get out now, but you gotta be all dramatic, okay? Y'all all been living in this one house together, but I guess. So anyway, then in the sister and mama confessional, the sister says that Sanya and having them in the house is beneficial to having, they don't have to worry about dues they son, and then they can do all the things they can do. But she says Sanya is she said she's self-centered, not selfish. I said, what? She said she is self-centered, not selfish. She's not selfish, she's self-centered. And then the mama said, I would agree. Well said. I said, oh. Well, shit, y'all made her the center of attention as well, because she didn't. Yeah, that's how all y'all getting y'all money. Mom with a manager, you the stylist, the brother, like everybody working in the family. So y'all made her the center of attention. Thought about that, okay? But this was an interesting moment with her and her family. So Marlo on that bullshit. Now we're over to Marlo's ass, and Marlo over here doing a Halloween photo shoot with her nephews or whatever. So she's saying that she, 20 years ago, she committed a crime, and her right to bear arms is not being taken away. So she's saying that in her confessional, after the break-in, she don't feel safe. So basically, she want to have a gun. So she need to get her record expunged so she can get a license to bear arms. And she's like, these ladies always love to bring up my felonies. You felon, you criminal. I was like, oh, Marlo, the acting is terrible. You felon, you criminal, you. Anyway, so she's saying that, she need to get her record expunged so she can get a gun because she don't feel safe in her house no more, because those people, they robbed her house or whatever. So then she's saying she got these friends like Candy. No. First she says that she met this girl Courtney that says she knows somebody that can help her get her record expunged, and she is so grateful. So you gotta get friends like that, because she had these friends around Candy, and Candy says how she's so worldwide and she helps the world, but she ain't never helped me. She ain't never helped me get my record expunged. Ooh, this fly's gonna kill me. You ain't gonna get my record expunged. I was like, did you even ask? Like, girl, shut up. Like, stop. What you need her to help you for? Help yourself, okay? Stop. How about you should have helped yourself by not being a criminal? Not being a felon, huh? But anyway, so she's saying Candy didn't help her and all this stuff, and then he go Courtney. Yes, it was a mistake. I'm the real life Olivia Pope in her confession. I'm like, oh my god, goodbye. I'm the real life Olivia Pope, and I'm a crisis manager. I'm like, how the hell is she a crisis? Who is she helping? Artist? Is that who you helping? You was helping his husband or whatever. Whatever he is. I mean, not even husband, baby daddy. That's what he was helping with, his crisis management and his team and his friends. That's what you do. Okay, whatever. So she show up. She all, hey, hi, I'm happy about it and shit. Yes, I would love to help people. Yes, I have to help people. They so full of BS. Okay, so this is my issue with Marlo. You not even picking lighthearted beef. Like, you picking stuff that's just disgusting. So she's sitting here saying that the shooting that they haven't talked about since they last been together, her and Courtney. She's like, that stuff that happened was crazy. That Drew didn't want to mention the shooting. She didn't want to say shooting because nobody want to hold Candy accountable for whatever going on in her life or whatever, right? So then she says that the shooting is hitting home with her because her nephew that died worked at Old Lady Gang and knew somebody that worked from Old Lady Gang that shot him at his house. That was his roommate. This is why I don't understand. You trying to make something out of this. He worked there. Oh my God, this fly. He worked there, but he died. But he was killed by somebody that he lived with that was a roommate that he met at Old Lady Gang. Like, what? So Candy needs to acknowledge this because it was at Old Lady Gang. And so she's saying that since he worked at the restaurant and she asked Candy in a text message, did he work at the restaurant? And all she said was, he don't work there no more. And she's sorry to hear that. She did say she was sorry to hear that, but she did say, damn, I'm sorry to hear that. And then the only thing you asked her was, did he work there? And then she said, oh, I'm not sure, I'll check. If she didn't know him by name, she didn't know the man, okay? He probably didn't even work there that damn long, and you try to make it seem like it was just, oh, he worked there, he was a part of her old lady gang family. And I ain't even trying to be disrespectful to the man that's passed or whatever. Don't even try to bring it to that. It is all about what she's pointing it to, what she's making it angled at. And this is what makes it disgusting, because we have to talk about the guy's death and then brush it off as it's not Candy's fault, because it's not Candy's fault. We don't want to brush off that he passed away and got killed. No, but we want to say that Marlo is full of shit for using this as something to say that Candy didn't help her. Candy is selfish. Why does Candy have to help you? Were you mad at Kenya? Did Kenya help you? Did who else? Phaedra? Did Phaedra? What the hell? These other people, did they help you? No. So why you got so much expectation of Candy to help you? Sit down somewhere, okay? Like, you got me fucked up. No, get out of my face with this. So now we're over to Sheree, and Sheree basically going to the doctor, and she got some fibroid issues going on, and she said she got a lot of bleeding and all this kind of stuff. So I'm like, okay, kind of serious moment. But then she ended up talking about, because have you seen my man? I'm like, oh goodness, no, girl. That's not your man. That's everybody's man, okay? But anyway, so then they're trying to figure out a way to shrink them instead of taking her whole uterus out. So they say it's different things that they can do, or it might come back or stuff like that. I'm like, God damn, fibroid some shit, huh? But good thing to bring up, good thing to talk about. Sheree. But then the doctor want to pretend like, oh girl, you been trying. I said, oh no, don't start. But yeah, that was the end of it. So she said after they do it, she ain't gonna be able to have sex or work out for like a week or 8 weeks or something like that. Okay, so now we're over to Sanya, and apparently her brother-in-law quit as the manager, and the sister done got an attitude ever since they set a hard deadline for them to get out. And the mama didn't even know. She was like, what I do? Why he didn't tell me? I just noticed he wasn't answering emails and stuff. So this saying get all sad. She talked about she basically how everybody been eating off of her, and she thought it was good for everybody, and she don't think she said maybe she didn't handle it with care. I'm like, I don't know, girl. I don't know what y'all got going on, but maybe I shouldn't be all this close, okay? And then talking about the brother-in-law said with the mama and her that all that girl energy. What does that mean? Make that more clear, because just off of you saying it, I want to slap you. So what does that mean? So anyway, that's all this drama saying you got going on. And then the daddy offered to be the assistant, and she's like, you can't send no damn email. I'm like, you gotta have subtitles when you talk. So how you gonna be helping her? Okay, so then we get this scene with Kenya, and she telling her daughter how she finna be in a parade, and then she gonna come down and be in a parade with her. And then she telling Nanny, then you gonna come out down later. She said, and then mommy gonna be doing stuff with her friends, so you gonna have to share your location with me at all times. I said, ain't that right? Okay, tell her all times, okay? I better not see no disconnection or nothing. I don't know. I was here for that. I just said, okay, Kenya, you damn right. And so now we're over to Kenya at Chateau Sheree, because she said in her confessional her driveway is vicious, and then they show all that steep ass getting there. She's like, so we just gonna meet at Sheree's house to get on the bus to go to Birmingham. So her arrival time, she wanted everybody to be there by 10:15. And of course, the only person that was on time was Sheree, because it was at her house. And everybody else was just late. So, but if y'all noticed that when Courtney came up, Kenya was like, okay, hello. Like, bitch, you had to come. Because when Sanya came, she's like, hey, girl, hey. Then she's like, oh. I said, all right. And I don't like how you treat my friend, okay? I don't like how you treat my friend. So then everybody arrived, and of course Kenya's starting to be getting mad because it's already getting past the time. and Marlo take it forever. So then they saying Drew not coming because Drew's sick, and then Candy had a prior engagement. So then in Kenya's confessional, she's saying that it's sad to not have her two closest friends there. I was like, two closest friends, but then she only talked about Candy. She's like, because Candy's my girl, and like not having her here is like kind of sad. I'm like, well, okay, you forgot about the second. Who's the second? But anyway, so oh yeah, then when Courtney said that Drew was sick, Kenya was like, oh yeah, cause y'all cousins, right? How are y'all cousins? And then, well, it's really Ralph, but she was like, I don't know. It's just like, well, you need to know if you're gonna be claiming people. I'm like, exactly. Y'all just going, oh, cousin Courtney, like what? Okay, y'all. Is this cousin? Cause friend of ain't gonna sound right now. Cause when they pretend like they friends, it don't work out. I don't know. But anyway, so they on the bus, they finally get to going, and then in Kenya's confessional, she's talking about, so I'm in on the bus, we in the first, what she said, first class. I got Mayetta, Sanya, and Sheree, and then in the luggage department, we had Courtney and Mumbles Marlo. I said, Kenya is eating up these confessionals, okay? They be funny. Okay, so now they're talking about all the activities that's going to be doing. And then as I'm listening to what Kenya's saying, I'm like, this was a horrible way to do this. So how long was the ride, the bus ride to Birmingham? And then when y'all get there, y'all not going straight to y'all to y'all hotel room. Y'all going to do a dance lesson. And then y'all going to a dance lesson, and then what you said, dance lesson, then they gonna go back to the hotel, and then after the hotel they gonna go to a damn fundraiser. I'm like, oh hell no. My old ass, I act too old, okay? That's already too many stops for me. I'm tired on the ride, okay? That's too much we got going on, too much interaction with y'all. And then I gotta automatically go back and do some dancing lessons. Immediately go to some dancing lessons, okay? Then I get to go take a bath, relax for 10 minutes, and then we gotta go get dressed and go to a fundraiser and smile at some more people. Like, oh my gosh. I'm tired already. But anyway, so and then they get to talking about, I guess Kenya mentioned the stuff she's gonna be doing for the, HBCU, but I guess she says because she's gonna have a surprise, because then everybody in their confessional acting like they already, leave it to Kenya, the stunt queen, Sheree. And then you go, and Marlo, and Kenya always with her surprises. I'm just like, okay. So then Sanya get to talking about, did y'all see that one of Future's baby mama said you weren't saying that when I was eating your booty? And I was like, what? So of course they all started laughing. And he got Sheree throwing Kenya under the bus, talking about, well, I ain't never asked, but what you did when you did it, Kenya? It was funny, but I was like, girl, you can't be telling tell everybody that girl business. Cause did she say this on camera to us? Because damn. Okay, so then after Sheree say that, then she was like, he was like, well, I was in my 20s, it was. She was like, then Sheree said, well, I ain't know booty eating was in back then. And then he goes, Sanya in her confession, like, oh, Miss USA was eating booty. That was too funny. The reactions they got from Sanya was pretty funny. Then she's like, oh, Lord have mercy. That shit was funny. But then in Kenya's confessional, she was saying that she was like, Sheree, that's girl stuff. I'm like, exactly, because she showed us all the shit. And then he go, what's her name? He go, Mayetta in her confessional to my, she's on the receiving end. She ain't doing it. And then Marla saying that she like getting hers licked, but she ain't licking no booty. I'm like, oh my gosh. But she did mumble that shit because they had to put the subtitles, and that made me laugh too. I was like, oh Lord, she mumbled. So now they in Birmingham, and they at the little dance studio. They getting their little bucking lesson, learning their bucking, all that. So they all dancing, and Kenya make it a competition, and somebody gonna get a prize at the end. And then as they practice, they moves. Her and Maya to go off to go practice so she can do her performance that the girls don't know about. So then they gotta pretend like they're going off to do something else. So then here go Marlon confessional. We supposed to be a group activity, and then Kenya and her emotional, who she said emotional companion, Mayetta running off. I said, oh Lord. Okay, that was funny, Marlo. But anyway, so they just do this whole dance scene, and then they come back. They like, Kenya, what y'all doing? They was just taking pictures by that time. And then who won? Sheree won. And I was like, I guess him out. And she won a bigger suite or whatever, bigger room. Okay, so they get back to the hotel and they go to lunch. And Courtney's on the phone with her baby daddy, the music group dude, Bryce. So then Kenya was like, "Oh, that's your baby's father." Oh yeah. She's like, "Bryce, I don't feel like I only know one Bryce, and he's like a music guy." I'm like, "Girl, why it sound like you was prepped to say this shit?" But okay. She's like, "He's like a music guy," and she's like, "Yeah, it's probably him." And it's like, "He's in a group," and it's like, "Oh, I did a movie with him." So apparently Kenya done did Twa with this man. And Twa is that movie that she was had a threesome or something in it. I don't know. I ain't pay attention to Kenya's acting. You know why? Because Binky. If you know, you know. Anyway, so she in her confessional, she was like, what I said, has she ever thought of dated him or something like that? They asked her. She was like, see, Bryce was a beautiful man in the 90s. I'm gonna leave it there. Damn, because everybody eating his ass up. But I guess he did. He was 90s cute. I guess, you know. I ain't think much of it, but okay. While they sitting at lunch, they kind of had like an awkward moment. Like they don't want to bring up something, but they want to bring up something. They're like, "What happened? Like something? I heard about something happening, like an issue." And everybody's like, "What? What everybody talking about?" And then Kenya starts saying, "Well, yeah, I heard something. If something happened between Drew and Marlo." I'm like, the way they forcing all of these scenes, what the hell is going on here? Okay. So then, of course, Marlo gets upset because Kenya's speaking on what happened between her and Drew, and she wasn't there, and she don't know. So then she starts speaking over her, and of course, Kenya's like, "I'm talking, don't speak over me." And she's like, "Who are you for me not to speak over?" I'm like, "Okay, Marlo, you just starting stuff just to start stuff. It really didn't have to be none of this," but she was ready to be like, "You don't know what you're talking about." So that's pretty much what this whole scene was. They went going back and forth, and she was like, "Well, don't be rude. I'm not being pleasant to you. I'm trying to be pleasant. I'm just saying what I heard." Okay. So after that, then in Kenya's confessional, she says that she thinks Marlo struggles with the personality that she wants to present to the world, and she often presents the fake one. She said, "You can put lipstick on a pig, but it's still Marlo Hampton." I said, "Oh, oh, oh, good. That was so good." Okay. Put lipstick on the pig, and it's still Marlo Hampton. So they were saying that Kenya was saying that Drew said that she was aggressive to her. She was standing over her, and then the production showed a flashback. Marlo sitting, not standing. And then the confession, she was like, "I wasn't aggressive to her. I was upset with her, but I wasn't aggressive, and I wasn't rude or whatever." I'm like, they should have showed the part where you yelled in her face and stood over her. But okay, y'all just gonna show that one part where she was sitting down. Okay, production. But anyway, so and it was displaced. I like that it drew, like, it was so displaced. I was like, it was. She's just trying to make stuff out of nothing. This that. I don't know. Issue. She being worse than Courtney. I'd rather Courtney with her. Like, I don't know you, but I didn't know you. Okay, so now we all go. That everybody go to their rooms, and then everybody like their room except for Sheree, talking about this ain't no suite, and she got played and all this and that. And then Marlo was complaining that the little mini champagne bottle that Kenya had in the room, saying Kenya so cheap and whack and all this stuff. So then they get ready to go to the fundraiser. And Monietta got this little little booty short kind of little jumpsuit on. And then Kenya's like, girl, you can't wear that to the fundraiser. This supposed to be a nice event. Don't wear that. Go change. So then she got to go change. And then when they get there, they like, girl, you could have worn it. Look what everybody else wearing. Everybody, they confessed on behind. Can you talk this event up? It ain't like it was much. It's just like a little yin around Birmingham, okay? So then Kenya looked like she tired too. She done finished work the room. Then they was gonna go stand at their table. She's like, oh, it's a stand-up thing. Oh, it's a really cocktail. Okay. But then apparently the people got mad because everybody was focused on them being there and with their phones died and all this. You would think, okay, it's bringing attention to your event, but they ain't like this shit. So Kenya then basically got kicked out. And I was just like, what? So they got there 4-8 and they was back at their hotel room by like 9:20 something. I was like, what the hell? So then, of course, in Marlo's confessional, she was saying that this is what Kenya get. This is karma because she been trying to control us all day, control us what we doing. And then she said the event was looking low budget, like her, looking like a low rent Carrie Bradshaw. And then he go production at Kenya in the city. Then they show the city, and then bring down a little ratty looking house and behind her a low rent house. So then when they get back to the hotel, they all looking crazy like, well, that was odd, right? Well, where's Kenya? So apparently Kenya went back up to her room and they like, let's go get her. So then they knocking on her door. They all think it's funny because Norla bang on the door out loud the first time. Well, she kicked the door. And then I think last season she did some shit like that where she kicked the door and Kenya got mad. So then he go straight kicking the door too. Ooh, then he go singing knocking. I'm like, okay, y'all doing too much. I be mad too. Okay, if I ain't come off the first knock, chill out. Okay. So then Kenya finally comes to the door and she's like, what's wrong with you? You freaking psycho. Because she think it's Marlo the whole time. But really, Sanya hopped in there and Sheree hopped in there. But Marlo got the brunt of it because she's talking about summer. I don't know what she's talking about. She was like, because Kenya done dipped out on them before. And then she always going, with her daughter and stuff like that. So then I don't know why she was calling her summer. I ain't get that part. So then she knocking on the door, summer. And then Kenya was saying that her daughter was in there. So then everybody was like, oh, she's at her daughter in there. Let's go. But she's like, no, take your daughter to another room. You something. She started cursing and stuff too. And I was like, oh, hell no. See, this is Marlo's problem. You too disrespectful, okay? Too disrespectful. Don't sit here be cursing at me. My child is here. And then, okay, all of them bamming on that door like that. Oh, hell no. Oh, no. I'd have been up there too, Kenya. But then she threw me when she was like, I'm going to call the police. I'm like, what, girl? Was you triggered? So you said you're just going to call the police? But still, there was, no, hell no. Don't be bamming on my door like that. And then after I tell you that my daughter's in here, you need to calm the fuck down and walk away. Okay? Calm the fuck down and walk away. Don't be going here still talking shit and then cursing at me till I take your daughter to another girl. You're gonna take this ass whooping in another room. That's what you're gonna take. But anyway, that was the end of the episode. Alright, that is the end of the episode, and that is the end of my review for Real Housewives of Atlanta season 15 episode 4. This episode was alright. Marlo just really irked me and she was pushing it. She was only funny like twice. Everything else was just disgusting, and at the end I wanted to whoop her ass. And then it was weird not having Candy in this episode, right? Wasn't it weird? I was like, where's Candy? And then they didn't even show her. They referenced Drew. And what was with all of them coughing and hacking this episode? I was like, ugh. Anyway, drop down in the comments. Let me know what y'all thought about the episode. Talking about Marlo and all her BS, okay? Remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the belikedee channel, okay? Remember to like and comment and subscribe for your girl, okay? Make sure you share me, okay? Thank you.